Go. The No Name podcast is back. Before we start, right, Clark, a couple of things to say. First of all, we've hit one landmark.
Have we?
And we're really close to hitting another.
Oh, yeah.
So, we've had our first episode that's hit 1,000 views, which is pretty good. The episode from about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Is it episode 7?
7, I think it is. It's on 1.1k views.
It's on 1.1 now?
Yeah. And the one we're really close to hitting now is 100 subscribers.
I'd actually care more about that.
We're currently on 92 subscribers. So
92 subscribers.
if you're watching this and you're watching this for the first time, or maybe you've watched a few other episodes, give us that hit that little subscribe button for us. Makes a massive difference to us.
Yeah,
we'd love to see it hit that 100 mark before Christmas. That'd be
it'd be cool because this is episode 10.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool for our 10th video to get us past the 100 subscriber mark. Because episode 7's got 1.1k views. Episode 6 had 974, which is all great.
Really cool.
Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah.
Since we had episode 6, 974, 1.1k, 736 and 654. It's good numbers.
Yeah, we'll take that. We're happy with that. If there was 600 people sitting in front of us now,
it'd be weird, wouldn't it?
You'd be cacking it trying to present it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
The other thing I want to say, and it kind of ties into the sport, is, do you remember last week on the podcast, we sat here and we went, we're going to the football. We'll try and film a little bit of it.
I think I took one photograph.
I didn't even do that.
I took one photo as the teams were half coming out.
Yeah, totally forgot.
To be honest, I couldn't really be asked because I like to watch the game. And it was freezing.
It was cold, but links nicely into the sport. We won again.
Obviously.
Top of the league again, still. 10 points clear.
Yeah, it's a weird one because with the sports section on the podcast, it wasn't meant so every single week we just... Because I said to you last week after the podcast, I just thought that the sports section was getting a bit repetitive because all we do is come in and go, Coventry won again. We're doing pretty well. If they keep doing it like this, then we'll be all right. But there's nothing else to say.
I think
we keep winning.
I think we've got to enjoy it while it's happening, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's in terms of like an entertainment point of view. Like, I'm sorry that it's the same thing every week to say.
If they were losing, or if it was like, say, this time last season where we were like 16th, 17th, the podcast would probably be us sitting here moaning about what's wrong with Coventry and like how we're desperate to sign players.
It's all positive. It's just one of those where it's like there's nothing different to say. It's the same every week, so it's just one of those.
To be honest, you know what? I think over the last couple of games, although he's been criticised a lot, we've got to show some love for Ellis Sims.
Big Ellis Sims.
Because he's been 5 goals in 3 games. Some unbelievable performance. And he was excellent. I was sitting behind the goal that we sat behind the goal that City were attacking in the second half, and I was desperate for him for that third goal to go in for the hat trick. I'd have loved him to have scored a hat trick. He was excellent.
He was
on
brilliant. Saturday.
I'll tell you what was good as well. I mean, there was just over 31,000 people in the stadium that holds about 32 and a half. So the stadium was pretty full. We were sat right next to the Charlton fans, like the away fans. And I've got to say, if you like a bit of back and forth,
that's the place
between the home and away fans, which I, to a certain degree, I quite enjoy.
I love it.
Don't want to get involved in any of it, but I quite like the back and forth that goes on. Then Block 9 at the CBS is the place to sit. And I've got to say, fair play to the Charlton fans at the start of the game, because it's been a little tough run they've been on recently. And they were so loud. Well, it was weird, because once we equalised, it got to 1-1. They were really quiet for the rest of the game. But
I would still say, if you go 1-0 up at a team that are absolutely running away with the league, playing them away, you're going to make loads of noise.
They were
send
proper,
the church choir to it, and they would have made loads of noise.
They were proper noisy. It was really good. It made for a really good atmosphere.
It's like when a team go 1-0 up at Arsenal, they all get absolutely mental.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
it was really cool to sort of. It was great to then give it them back when we scored the 3 that we scored. We go into what I thought sitting here last week when I knew this game was coming up. I kind of thought Cov versus Ipswich was going to be another first versus second.
Nowhere near, is it?
And as it is, I think it's first versus eighth. But Ipswich away.
I told you we're going to win the league.
I still think it's a tough game. I still think Ipswich are going to be the other automatically promoted team at the end of the season.
I don't.
At the start of the season, I thought they were going to be the favourites to win the league. I now think that's us.
They were the favourites to win the league at the start.
I just picked them to win the league.
Yeah, I would have as well.
I now think we've got to be favourites to win the league now.
I had a look yesterday actually in preparation for the pod. We're favourite by miles.
Yeah, bookies aren't stupid, are they?
Exactly. I think we're 1 to 14 to get promoted.
But I still think going away to Ipswich is a long way for a kick-off. It's a long way from Coventry. It's got to be 2.5 to 3 hours drive. They're a good team. They're full of good players. They've absolutely battered Sheffield United at their place. Then they got thumped by Charlton. So you never know.
With that being said, it will be 3-2 to Coventry City.
See, they're really not. They haven't been playing particularly well at the moment. You look at it at one of those games, like it could just be another game that compounds a really disappointing season for them. Or they could come out thinking like this is the point where we're going to start to get our season back on track.
Yeah.
Against a really good, the team that's playing the best football in the division at the moment. I still think Coventry are going to win. Obviously, I'd take a point if you offered me a draw right now. I would take it personally because I always think a point away from home is a good result. However, I do think we're going to win in a high-scoring game. Again,
that's why I've gone 3-2.
I think it's going to be a bit like the Middlesbrough game.
I do as well.
I'm going to go 3-1.
That's exactly why I said 3-2 because I thought that's why I was
Coventry. I think Ellis Sims is going to prove to be a handful.
I think he's going to score
up top. I think he'll score. I think Haji Wright. I think they're talking about Haji Wright being back to fitness. I think he'll start on the bench, and I think it could be a great time for him to come on with about 20 minutes to go with his pace.
Go on then, drop your 3 goal scorers. I'll go Sims, Rudoni top.
I'm going to go Sims for definite. I'm going to go Bobby Thomas, who I've got to say was unbelievable. He was unbelievably good.
How was he not in the team of the week? He was unbelievably
just ridiculous. He was brilliant, Bobby Thomas. Ellis Sims, I'm going to go Bobby Thomas. And here's one that I'd make a fortune if I put £1 on at the bookies. Matt Grimes. Going to get his first goal of the season. Oh, it might even be his first goal for us.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Matt Grimes. There's my left field pick.
I love how Bobby Thomas is less of a left field pick than.
Centre backs go up for corners, don't they? So he's always going to get his head on. He throws his head at everything.
If you get that prediction right, with how the other two tend to score goals, that could leave Grimes with a goal and 2 assists.
Yeah, yeah.
2 corners and a goal from Grimes.
He's a
baller. He's a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, I noticed. I think I saw something on social media the other day that the London Supporters Club for Coventry City had put their Player of the Month for November, and then they do like a running tally for Player of the Season. And it's Matt Grimes by an absolute mile.
What Player of the Season?
Yeah, in their voting, it's him by an absolute mile.
He's such a good
player. I mean, he doesn't get the goals and the assists and the glamorous stuff. But the job that he does it more effectively. I think we said this before. He does it more effectively than anybody else. And then before the next one, we also play Preston away.
Do we? On Tuesday?
On the Tuesday. Now, you can probably Google this, but I don't think Coventry have ever beaten Preston away.
That is true.
And I always used to joke, regardless of what league, we've been in League One and we've been in the Championship with them over the last 20 or so years. And I've always joked and said, any season where Coventry beat Preston away, the rest of the season should be cancelled and we should be given automatic promotion.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I don't think we've ever beaten them away from home.
No, we actually haven't.
We don't beat them at home very often either.
We don't beat them at all very often.
So that's another one where I think if you could give me 4 points from these next 2 games,
that'd be a great return.
I'll be absolutely delighted with that. Because then we go into a little talk. We've got Bristol City at home. We've got Southampton just before.
I don't think, because Preston are 4th or 5th, I'm pretty sure. I don't think 2 points from these next 2 games is a bad result.
No.
But just draw them both is pretty good.
Because you look at it as well, you've always got teams, there always seems to be 2 teams in the top 6 or 7 all like playing each other.
Yeah, there doesn't at the moment.
So I think tomorrow night Middlesbrough play Hull.
Yeah, which is what, second versus
like 5th or 6th or something.
Like that,
they're 2 teams that are up there. We'll see how we go. I'm not going to predict it. Like I say, statistically, you wouldn't back us to win against Preston away because we never have. But I think we might come away with a well-earned sort of 2-2 draw. The thing that is going to be amazing for that game, and I kind of wish I could go, but work's getting in the way. There's going to be about 5,000 Cov fans.
Do you know what? I don't think there is, because I don't think they'll sell them all out. I was looking on Twitter today. I think a lot of people have bought them for points and they're trying to sell them again, which is annoying.
Right.
But there'll still be loads, obviously.
Preston's quite far from here. And on a Tuesday night,
if that was a Saturday 3 o'clock, you'd probably fill that all out. Yeah. But I don't think they will.
So it looks like there might be sort of 3,500 or so up there, which is a pretty impressive effort. I mean, the away fans do travel. It's virtually impossible.
Yeah, it is.
I've looked at getting away tickets a couple of times before, and it's virtually impossible.
I think 3-1 Coventry City.
I'm going to say, I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to say that we're going to win 1-0.
You reckon?
1-0, Liam Kitchen.
It'll be 2-1 or 3-1. I'll go 3-1.
I'm going to go 1-0, Liam Kitchen.
I will go.
Is my prediction.
3-1, and I will go a Santa. No, he won't be back, so that's a bad pick. I'll go.
PTA definitely won't score.
Sakamoto, Eccles, and if he plays, and Sakamoto, Eccles, and Kitchen.
Fair play.
I don't care who scores, just put it in the net. What's next?
Oh, well, your team lose, you don't want to talk about NFL?
No, I just thought we'd move on. I actually forgot about that.
You're trying to
do you know what? I forgot about it because ages ago by now.
Yeah, so with it being Thanksgiving
it was a week ago today.
In the US last week, a lot of the sort of traditional big games happen on Thanksgiving.
Did your team not play on Thanksgiving?
We didn't. No. I don't think the Bucks have ever played on Thanksgiving.
No, I think it's only the big teams. I think
it's the likes of like the Packers, the Ravens, the Bears, the Lions. They all like the traditional teams, the Steelers.
Yeah, the teams people care about. I think we got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, you're unlucky because Cincinnati have been really struggling, and then Joe Burrow came back for that game. I mean, and he played like the superstar quarterback he is.
Exactly.
And Lamar Jackson played like he'd completely forgotten how to play football. It was like someone had hypnotized him and told him that he'd never been a quarterback in his life.
Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is.
Whereas for Tampa Bay, we stopped a 3-game losing run, or brought a 3-game losing run to the end, and won a narrow one against Arizona. So we're 7-5 at the top of our division
6-6 maybe. I think.
So we're looking good. It's all going to come down in the 2 of the last 3 weeks of the season. We play the Carolina Panthers. I think those games are going to determine.
Yeah, we play
who wins the division.
I think
We play the Saints this week.
I think the Steelers are still top of our division.
Yeah.
And we play them twice in 3 weeks coming up, which is absolutely massive.
Yeah.
That is huge.
We play the Saints this weekend, which the Saints are the Saints have always been a bit of a nemesis of ours, and they generally beat us. But
yeah,
they're one of the worst teams in the NFL this season.
That's being stupid. I can't find out.
And we beat them. I think we beat them without allowing them to score when we played them earlier in the season.
Which is very rare.
I think we beat them 23-0.
Wow.
So we'll fancy ourselves for another win on that one. Do you know who you guys are playing?
I can't remember, but I'm trying to. I don't think it's the Steelers yet, but I don't think it's somebody very good. We had a run of games where we just played really bad teams in a row, and we've just lost to one of them, which is frustrating. There we go. I've loaded now. Oh, this is the first Steelers one.
The first Steelers.
We're both. So in our division, we are now both 6-6. But I think due to points difference, I think we're now top. But realistically, it doesn't matter because we're about to play each other twice anyway. So, yeah, they started pretty well. I think in our last 5, we're 4-1.
Yeah.
And in their last 5, they're 2-3. So, like Cincinnati, we just lost to. We were there for first win in the last 5. They lost 4 in a row, and then just beat us, which is frustrating.
What's your prediction? Tight game could genuinely, as a neutral.
Where is it at?
That's one that could genuinely go either way.
Due to it being at Baltimore, I'll go for a 24-21 win to Boston. Whatever it is, it's going to be close.
See, we should beat the Saints by at least 10 to 15 points.
You should battle them.
We should.
They're terrible.
But we probably won't.
No, probably not.
Because
it never works like that, does it?
There's a couple of their players, Demario Davis and Cam Jordan. I mean, Cam Jordan's nearly 40 years old. He's been in the NFL for years. But he all of a sudden turns into the best defensive player in history every time the Bucs play the Saints. So I'm going to say we're going to win. It'll be 35-21.
Do you reckon? That sounds about right. I don't think they'll score 21, but you're not exactly very hard to score against, are you?
When our defence is good, it's good. When it's bad, it's awful.
Really bad, yeah. You just shall walk through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's weird how the fixtures work in the NFL sometimes. Because you play all these different teams, and there is all these different teams. But then we played the Bengals last week. We played the Bengals Steelers.
Yeah, it's the teams you do. I don't know why they do it like that, because we played the Falcons on the opening day of the season, which is one of our division teams. So you play all the division teams twice.
Yeah.
But then we don't play the Panthers until the last game of the season. I think we play them in like week 16 and 18.
Yeah, it's weird.
Which is quite strange.
It doesn't make any sense.
And then we've got like a random game against the Miami Dolphins chucked in. Nothing to do with anything.
Who are rubbish, so it's like, who cares?
So I think we've got the Saints, the Falcons, the Dolphins, and the Panthers twice. So 5 games. And I think if we win 3 of those 5...
I think it starts to get to the point... I don't think we're too far from the point in the season now where watching Red Zone, the games are either amazing or completely terrible because teams start to rest players and their games are a spanking.
Well, the teams that are bad, that have been bad anyway, like the Saints, the Cardinals, the Giants, the Titans... They almost want to lose on purpose
get better
because it increases your draft position.
But then the teams that are like, you'll get a team where it's confirmed that they've won their division no matter what, and they'll rest all their players.
Yeah, rest the starters.
You'll get one of the bad teams beating them by like 40. And so I think the Chiefs. I think it was either the Chiefs last year or the year before. I came down to watch Red Zone. And they were getting absolutely smacked by somebody. I was like, what is going on?
You'll get a team that will all of a sudden lose 52-3 and they've only lost twice all season.
No one you've ever heard of was playing for the Chiefs. And it was like, well, there you go.
It's a bit of a strange one.
It's like their 9th string quarterback just like throwing it at the floor. And it's NBA, I've not really got much to say.
No.
To be honest, I've not really watched much of it over the last week anyway. So
we were saying earlier, watching some highlights, weren't we, that it's quite boring to watch.
Those highlights we watched earlier.
I think the NBA.
I tend to. I'm not going to lie. I do only really watch Lakers highlights because my favourite player in history is LeBron, and my favourite player right now is Luka. So it's like, well,
Yeah.
and Jokic. I watch some Nuggets highlights for Jokic because I like him as well, and that's really it.
As somebody who played basketball, obviously, I appreciate how good those guys. I'm not saying they're not. They're brilliantly talented. They're phenomenally athletic. But the style of the game,
it's not them. It's the style of play.
It's so poor to watch. So poor. Just 3-pointer, wide open, drive to the basket, dunk. There's nothing.
I'd rather watch a good college game any day.
Yeah, college and even EuroLeague. Some of the EuroLeague games.
So I think Duke played last week and won a close one, and it was like the most viewed regular season college game of all time. It's like because people are sick of watching the NBA.
But see, the NBA, you think I don't want to watch a game that's 145 to 143.
I think that Duke game that was most viewed was like 68-65.
Yeah,
so like an actual basketball score.
The college games that finish in the sort of high 60s to low 80s are always the best ones to watch.
Exactly. But I think, like we said for the next segment, because I think we sacked off top 5 for a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
And
we've got to do the news.
We've got to do the news, but I mean, like, after that, and I think we've got a bit of a news segment coming up after the news, which I'm quite excited for.
We'll talk about that earlier, won't we? The news, a couple of things that I think have happened over the week that are worthy of discussion.
There's some good ones this week.
For us.
There could have been quite a few this week.
Yeah.
We'll sit with 2.
I've forgotten the one that you're going to talk about.
I haven't, so go on.
Which is all right. But the one that I'm going to talk about is Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker versus Tommy Robinson. Can't believe I'm...
What a battle.
Guys, yeah. So if you haven't seen it, there was a photograph of Gary Lineker. I think it was in Mexico.
I believe so, yeah, because he was there. He was being inducted into the World Footballers Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's why he was there.
There's a photo of... It's Gary Lineker. I think it was actually a video.
It was a
still that was taken for a video. But it's him walking along the street with a young-looking girl. She looks like she's probably early, mid-20s.
I assume so, yeah.
I said Gary Lineker's in his early 60s, isn't he? So
65, to be exact.
Is he?
He was 65 the other day, yeah.
And Tommy Robinson had shared the photo saying, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Trying to intimate that Gary Lineker's sloped off to Mexico to have some sort of sleazy relationship with a girl 35, 40 years younger than himself. And fair play to Gary Lineker, who is somebody I am a big fan of. I do like Lineker. Got a lot of time, but liked him as a player, and liked him as a pundit. And the rest is football podcast. If you've never watched,
it's obviously a legend for Match of the
Day. Give it a watch as well. But he came out and said, "If you must know," and didn't need to credit it with a response. But if you must know,
say anything, yeah,
that was my daughter-in-law, and I was with her on the way to the chemist to get some medicine for my son, her husband, who wasn't very well.
Pathetic.
And you think, what? I don't understand.
But what's funny about this video is if you find it and watch it, it's not going to be on there, but find it and watch it. And the guy in it is obviously taking it for this reason. It's taking the video, but then he's like, "Hi Gary, enjoy your holiday." He's like, it's like you absolute weapon. Like, you flapped yourself when you've seen him in public. It's like, oh, posting all over the internet. Tommy Robinson, all of this.
It's this desperation for this like gotcha.
I know, it's so cringe.
Journalism. It's just like,
I think Gary Lineker controlled it well. George Lineker, his son, who is this person's husband, didn't reply in the most professional way.
You wouldn't know, would you? I don't.
He used language I can't use on a podcast.
But you just think, come on, like,
no,
I think because, Gary Lineker has been quite outspoken about his opposition to the likes of Tommy Robinson and to the type of politics and the type of country people like him want to create. So he's a bit of an enemy to them, and so you're probably looking for a bit of gotcha journalism. But you just think, how pathetic have you got to be that you're going to post a photo of a bloke walking through the street with his daughter-in-law and try to intimate that it's some sort of sleazy prostitute situation or so. I think stuff like that is utterly pathetic. Yet you get the other side when there's people on that other side that are up to all sorts, and the likes of Tommy Robinson
has
got a criminal record as long as you bloody are.
Yeah, it's funny
But
how
all that kind of stuff, that gets excused. That's different. We'll sweep that under the carpet.
yeah, it's funny, isn't it? But moving on to a way more serious issue in the news this week. Daddy Pig's a bad guy. Daddy Pig is
Controversial.
a bad guy.
Controversial
So,
topic.
what happened is, do you know who David Gandy is? He's like, I think he's like he's in his 40s or something, but he's basically the UK's top paid male model, and he's a good looking bloke, obviously.
Okay, I didn't know
UK's
that.
top. But he has basically come out and he said about 10 things, actually, is what he said, and all of them are correct. And controversially, he has called out Peppa Pig's dad and as an example of how TV portrays men as useless fools. And the reason he's got a problem with it is because if you haven't watched Peppa Pig, first of all, how? And second of all, Daddy Pig's a bit of a melon, isn't he? Like, he's a bit of a don't. He's constantly doing stuff wrong. And this guy's basically making a point saying it gives kids impressions that their dads are idiots. But first of all, I don't see the big deal. And second of all, it's funny for kids when like your dad's a bit of a silly like guy, and then when you grow up, you realise that's not the case. So it's like, who cares?
You have to remember that you're talking about a show that's aimed at preschool children.
Exactly.
And it's colourful things happening on the screen. And
yeah.
I mean, when you and your sister were little,
we didn't really watch Peppa Pig all that much, did we?
With good reason, because I hated it.
Yeah, I actually don't mind it. If I was to watch a kids show, like with a kid, it would be that.
It used to do my head in it being on, but I think there is that sort of. I can kind of see what they're trying to say, because
I see what they're trying to say.
You like there's a lot of stereotyping that goes in to that, isn't there? Like the little brother's naughty, Peppa Pig's bossy.
Yeah, Peppa Pig's a knob.
Mommy Pig does everything. Does all the all the household chores. Daddy Pig goes to work and comes home and breaks things.
Yeah.
So I don't like it from. But you are talking about a show that's aimed at 5-year-olds.
Yeah, which everything's made for. But like, I think there's way more worse stuff on Peppa Pig for kids than that. Like, Peppa Pig's a nasty little thing, and George Pig can't speak, doesn't use his word, like doesn't speak. So it's always way worse. I think
there are a lot of stereotypes that go on in that show, so I can kind of understand. But like I said, you're talking about a TV program that's aimed at sort of. I
just thought it was funny because I've genuinely this week listened to 3 of like world-renowned TV presenters and radio presenters and journalists in Nick Ferrari, Tom Schwarbick, and James O'Brien all talk seriously about this issue with actual phone-ins from people, and I just think that's hilarious.
I would humbly suggest there's probably more pressing matters in our country at the moment than whether
Peppa Pig's good or
Peppa Pig is promoting stereotypes or not. But I think there's probably other things we'd want to worry about.
I agree. But
in the comments, give us your opinion on Peppa Pig.
No, give us opinion on Daddy Pig.
On Daddy Pig.
God, pay attention, will you? Right, now, time for a bit of a new segment, because I want to try and switch segments up a little bit, apart from the standard ones we do. So we'll still do a Tenable at the end, which I haven't got for you yet because I forgot. We'll still do the news and like the sports and all that. But this middle bit, I sort of want to mix up because it keeps it fresh, and it keeps it refreshing for us to do as well. So not constantly repeating ourselves. And I had an idea for a new segment where, off ChatGPT, I'm going to ask it now to give me a random person in the world. Obviously, they have to be known because it's illegal. Yeah. You've got 20 questions that I can answer with yes or no to try and guess who this person is. So
let's lock in.
Let's see what it's saying. So I'll put, give me a random celebrity. Let's get it. Okay.
Are they male?
They are.
So it's a male. Okay. So that's one.
Yeah, you count them.
Are they from the world of sports?
No.
Are they from the world of movies?
They are.
So we've got talking a male actor. Are they American?
They are not.
They're not American. Are they British?
They are not.
Are they Australian?
They are.
So we've got an Australian male actor.
You should get it easy now, shouldn't you?
Possibly. Have they been in a superhero movie?
Yeah. You've got it now, surely.
Is their surname Hemsworth?
It is. I think you've got 13 questions. Well, how many have you got left?
I've got 12 questions. Is it Chris Hemsworth?
It is Chris Hemsworth.
What
The first one that came up was Zendaya, but I'm sure because I'm not entirely sure whether she's a singer or an actor, and I think she might be a bit of both sort of thing. I'm not entirely sure where she's from. I don't really know anything about her, so I was like, give me a different one, and it gave me Chris Hemsworth. I was like, perfect. I know who he is. Obviously, I know who Zendaya is, but
because we did that quite quickly, I'm going to hit you with a top 5.
Go on then.
Because we're only 3 weeks away from Christmas now.
Yeah.
We've got to have between us. We've got to have our top 5 Christmas movies.
I thought you were going to say Christmas songs. I was going to end up on a rant. I was nearly ending up on a Roy Keane rant. I hate Christmas music. There's literally 2 good ones at the most, and I hate it.
Our top
Christmas
5
movies we can do.
Christmas movies.
I would dump in number 1 with Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2,
banger,
quality,
so good,
better than the first one. Don't care what anyone says. Argue amongst yourself. I'm going to go in with the greatest Christmas movie ever made in the history of TV, which is obviously Die Hard. Now, people say, Die Hard's not a Christmas film. Literally set on Christmas Eve. He saves everybody at a Christmas party from some terrorists and saves Christmas. It's a Christmas film.
That is a Christmas film, technically, and I've not watched it, but the description sounds like a Christmas film.
Yeah.
I will go in at number 3 with Home Alone 1. That can't not be in a top 5 list, can it?
Creative. I'm going to go for... there's some good ones. I'm going to pick one just because it's going to irritate you. I'm going to go for Elf.
No, it's good.
I know you're not huge...
Right, I like Elf. Basically, we have a tradition in our household where we watch it every Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And the only reason I wanted to change that this year is because we've watched it. I've watched Elf about 1,000 times, and I know exactly what's going to happen. I could pretty much beat Elf in the film. Like it's one of those where Elf is definitely in the top 5.
Last one.
God, last one's tough, and I was going to say Elf if you didn't say it. I will go with Christmas Chronicles.
Oh, good shout.
Have you seen that?
I have,
it is good.
There's a second
There is a second one, yeah. Both are pretty decent.
That's our top 5 Christmas movies. Let us know.
The last one where we said, I don't think the other one's arguable. Maybe you could argue with Die Hard if you've not watched it like me, because I've not watched it. So that's something different. But I think that last spot is definitely up for grabs over Christmas Chronicles. There could have been loads. Like I watched Miracle on 34th Street last week, and
we need to stop the podcast.
Why?
Did you just say you haven't seen Die Hard?
You know what I'm like with films. If you drop through your favourite movies in the comments, I've probably never seen any of them. So it's like, do you know what I mean? And tonight I'm going to watch 21 Jump Street for the 15th time, which is why I've never seen any other films.
The 4th of December 2025 was the moment I realised I failed as a father.
I just don't really watch Christmas films. I've watched like 5 different Christmas films, and that's it. That just doesn't happen to be one of them.
You've got until we film the podcast next week.
Do you know what? I'll actually watch it.
To watch Die Hard, because I can't cope with that.
When we talked about Elf not watching on Christmas Eve, that made me realise I need to watch different Christmas films, which is why when you were away with work, I watched Miracle on 34th Street with Mum. And I thought that was a Christmas film, definitely made for adults, because it's got nothing. Santa doesn't deliver any presents. Isn't from the North Pole. He's a real person in New York. So I thought that's definitely an adult one. That was decent. But yeah.
Have you got a Tenable for me?
I do need to get a Tenable. We'll go with... God, what can we go with? Go on.
We haven't had a 10 out of 10 for a little
We
while,
haven't, have we?
I think I got a 10 out of 10 the very first time.
I don't think we have one since then.
I think I've had an 8 or a 9 since then.
Top 10 highest grossing movies worldwide of all time.
Highest grossing movies of all time.
And
Wow.
I have got the amounts they made, and some of these are absolutely ridiculous.
I don't think I'll get anywhere near this, but we'll have a go.
They're all quite modern films as well, to be fair, which surprised me.
We'll go for the first one that springs to mind.
No way you get all of these.
The first one that springs to mind, but I know it cost because it costs so much money to make, so I assume it would have made a lot as well. Is Avatar?
You've got to be more specific.
Well, I'm going to have two guesses: either the first Avatar or the second one.
The first one in 2009 is the highest grossing movie ever. 2.92 billion US dollars. Wow. That did. Avatar 2009. That's first.
Let's go with Titanic.
That is where, do you reckon?
Well, it's not going to be anywhere near as much as Avatar was. I'll say it's going to be sixth.
It is fourth, 2.26 billion.
Wow.
The 10th on the list is 1.67 billion.
Not as much of a... I was trying to think of the massive movies that have been around. Like, it's going to be a movie. It's going to be movie franchises, isn't it?
I haven't watched very many of these. Number 5, I've never even heard of, and there's a reason for that. It was actually made this year.
It's not like a. Is it a Bollywood film? Is it a Bollywood film?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'll give you that one. It's NE space ZHA2. So Neza. Yeah, like that. That was made this year. 2.1 billion.
That sounds like it would have been a Bollywood.
The report that's from is the Indian Express. So I'm assuming it's a Bollywood film.
I'm going to go for.
But so is number 6. That is from the Indian Express, but that's not a Bollywood film. So
I'm trying to think what the film was called. What it's the one with all the superheroes. Is it Infinity War or whatever it was called?
Infinity War is in number. Avengers of Infinity War.
Avengers. I couldn't think of the word.
Is in 7th with $2.05 billion.
I'm not very good when it comes to films. As many as I watch, I tend to watch like.
Number 2, I watched at the cinema and it is excellent. Number 3, I think I also watched at the cinema and it is excellent. Number 4 was Titanic. Number 5 was that one you wouldn't have got. Number 6 is from a very, very well-known franchise. You've got number 7, number 8 from a very, very well-known franchise. Number 9, I don't think you would have watched. I think it's a bit of a kids one. But it's like, you would have definitely heard of it. And then
I'm going to go for
number 10 from a massive franchise.
Despicable Me.
No, first wrong answer. Not in there. I was surprised that wasn't in there, to be fair.
I
would have said that if I was guessing.
Are there any animated films in there?
Quite a few.
Oh, are there?
I think.
I'm not going to get anywhere near these.
Start chucking some guesses out. The big films.
I said Titanic.
That's the oldest one in there, by the way, and that was 1997.
Dances with Wolves.
What's that?
That's not on there.
No.
That was a massive.
Was
film. I can't even. My mind's gone totally blank.
Number 2, which I watched at the cinema, was Avengers Endgame.
Oh yeah,
that's quality.
I only said one Avengers. I didn't realise there's more.
Number 3 is the second Avatar, Way of the Water, in 2022.
Oh, I said both Avatars.
Well, yeah, you kind of got them. Yeah. Number 4 was Titanic. 5th one was that Nizar 2. Number 6 was Star Wars Episode 7: The Force Awakens.
Oh yes, of course, Star Wars. Yeah.
2015. Then Avengers Infinity War. You get 8th was Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay.
In 2021. Number 9 was Inside Out 2. That's one with all the emotions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is a really, really clever idea.
I said, yeah,
Really good
I've
idea.
not seen. I know there's 2 films.
It's quite good actually.
I don't think I've seen either of them.
And number 10 was Jurassic World in 2015.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So yeah, some big films on there. Nizar 2, sorry, was a Chinese film.
Chinese, was it? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was quite hard actually. But to be honest,
yeah,
I've completely and utterly forgotten it was my turn to get a Tenable going.
My mind went totally blank, to be honest.
So that's my fault.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you're still here with us now at the end of this, remember to give us that like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Help us get to those 100 subscribers. We'd love to get that far.
Actually, I'm going to do this. Start doing the thing on the pod. If you're still with us now, we're going to give a special word each week to comment. What's it going to be this week? If you're still with us, comment water bottle so we know that you're still. And then subscribe because it's just above the comment section. Excellent. And you might as well like, obviously, there as well.
Awesome. Thanks very much, everyone. We will see you on the next one. Thank you very much.
Safe.